Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Koala English Podcast, where we help you learn real English for real life. The English people actually use every day. I'm Allan.
And I'm Charlotte. Thanks for joining us today.
Today we're exploring a very common phrase in English, to be stuffed.
This is a fascinating phrase because it has different meanings depending on the country and context. You'll hear it in Australia, the UK, and the US, but sometimes the meaning changes. Literal meaning: very full after eating.
Let's start with the meaning most people first learn: food.
In all English-speaking countries, saying, "I'm stuffed," usually means you are full after eating.
Useful vocabulary for feeling full.
Firstly, full means you've eaten enough and don't want more food. I'm full now, thanks. That was delicious.
Secondly, overfull means you ate too much and now feel uncomfortable. I shouldn't had that second dessert. I'm overfull.
Thirdly, bloated. Your stomach feels swollen or tight, often after heavy or oily food. Example: I feel bloated after eating fast food all weekend. A heavy after eating: your body feels slow and uncomfortable, not about weight. That meal was delicious, but I feel really heavy now. I can't move.
Exaggeration to show extreme fullness. Example: I ate so much at the barbecue that I can't move. I can't eat another bite.
Polite way to refuse more food. Example: thank you, but I honestly can't eat another bite. Cultural tips for food meaning.
In Australia and the UK, this literal meaning is very common, and people sometimes exaggerate humorously.
In the US, Americans use stuffed mostly for food, like after Thanksgiving or a big dinner.
Other figurative meanings that Australians and Brits use are not common in American English.
Stuffed, meaning tired or exhausted. In Australia and the UK, to be stuffed can also mean exhausted.
For example, I'm completely stuffed after working a double shift.
Or, I'm stuffed. I was up all night with the kids.
Sometimes when we say we're tired, there are different ways to express it. For example, you can say, I'm worn out.
Yes, I'm worn out means you're physically or mentally very tired. For example, I'm worn out after helping my niece all day.
Another common expression is, I'm exhausted. It also means very tired, and you can use it in many situations. For instance, I'm exhausted after my long flight from Sydney to London.
In British English, people often say, I'm shattered. This means they are extremely tired. For example, I'm shattered after working a double shift at the cafe.
And sometimes people simply say, I'm done, or I've got no energy left. These are informal ways to show you are completely finished with energy. For example, I've got no energy left after a week of deadlines. Or I'm done. I can't do anything else today. In the US, people usually say, I'm exhausted, I'm wiped, or I'm beat. Using stuffed to mean tired in the US would confuse people.
Stuffed, meaning overwhelmed or too busy.
Another meaning in Australia and the UK is overwhelmed with work or responsibilities. You can use it when life feels hectic, like, I'm stuffed this week with deadlines.
The useful vocabulary for busy situations.
Firstly, busy.
You have many tasks. Example, I'm busy today, but I'll call you later.
Secondly, overloaded.
More work than you can manage comfortably. Example: I feel overloaded with projects this week.
Thirdly, swamped.
Informal: work feels like it's surrounding you. Example: I'm swamped with emails.
Fourthly, under pressure.
Stressed because something important must be done. Well. Example: she's under pressure to finish the report before Friday.
Finally, stretched thin.
Doing too many things with little energy or time left. Example: between work, family, and study, I feel stretched thin.
In the US, stuffed is not used for busy or overwhelmed. People say, I'm swamped, I'm buried in work, or I'm overwhelmed.
Stuffed, meaning broken or not working.
In Australia and the UK, you can also say something is stuffed when it is broken.
Useful vocabulary for broken objects.
Firstly, broke.
Doesn't work as it should. The printer is broken.
Secondly, not working.
Fails to operate. Problem may not be clear. Example: my phone isn't working properly.
Thirdly, dead.
Electronics with no power or completely stopped. Example: my laptop is dead.
Fourthly, busted.
Very informal, seriously broken. Example: the air conditioner is busted.
In the US, people rarely say stuffed for broken things. They say broken, dead, or malfunctioning.
Common mistakes to avoid.
One mistake is using stuff.
For example, don't write to your bossy. I'm stuffed and can't finish the task.
Better alternatives. I'm currently managing a high workload. Or, I have many tasks to complete this week.
Another mistake is assuming stuffed always means food. Context matters, especially in US English.
Now it is practice time for listeners.
Now it's your turn.
Think about your day. Were you stuffed after a meal, stuffed with work? UK or Australia, or is something at home broken?
Say one sentence out loud. I'm stuffed because.
Repeat it naturally. Practicing helps you remember the meanings and contexts.
In Australia and UK, stuffed mean full, exhausted, overwhelmed, or broken. In US English, stuffed mainly means very full after eating. Formal writing should avoid informal. Stuffed. Choose neutral alternatives in emails or reports.
That's all for today's Koala English Podcast.
Remember, one simple phrase like to be stuffed has many meanings depending on the situation and country.
Use context, listen carefully, and choose words that are natural for each country.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and don't be afraid to speak.
Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.